It will be something to see when the big cranes start putting up the turbines. I personally am biased, but I think that they're graceful structures and that are really beautiful. And I think that for some it will take a little getting used to, but I think in pretty short order they'll realize that they can be an attractive part of the landscape and can be good neighbors as well.
I'm 50. I just turned 50 years old. So I have been familiar with wind turbines for 30 years because I've traveled all over the United States as a private consultant, so technology consultant. So I work with a lot of places, and there's a lot of turbines out there, and they've been around for a long, long time. So I guess maybe I'm used to it. I've been, I've seen it and I'm used to it.
There are
going to be people who are not
35,000 megawatts of wind energy generating capacity already built in the United States. Enough capacity that they're producing electricity for 9.7 million homes today. And that's only about 1 or 2% of the electricity.
Right, and nobody is encouraged.
Nobody
encouraged this. They gave a former governor of California a hard time about a satellite, and they called him Moonby because he was too forward thinking. People didn't think of satellites as being an everyday thing. All right. Today, you can't have anything in your pocket that's not hooked up to your satellite. And had they listened to him back then, they might have saved, literally hundreds of billions of dollars with his little satellite idea. And the guy I'm talking about is Jerry Brown. He proposed putting a geosynchronous satellite above California to handle communications for the state of California. If they had done it when he had proposed it, they would have saved over $800 billion. $800 billion. 100 times more than it would have cost to put the satellite up.
And wind energy offers great opportunities. I don't know to that extent or whatever, but the technology today for wind energy isn't the only answer for our energy problems, but it is a significant portion of that today.
And it can't be just the only thing.
It's a good component.
Exactly.
We have to look at solar, previous field of yours.
Biogas.
We have to look at biogas, geothermal, which
It's great. One of the most efficient.
I think of geothermal. I think of Nevada. I don't think Ohio, but apparently there is a lot of geothermal in
for heating
Ohio.
homes, not for generating electricity,
heating
but that's
homes.
okay. It replaces the electricity.
Right. Anytime we can supplement the use of more expensive or dirtier fuels, I think has got to be a good idea.
Ohio is in a vulnerable position. 90% of our electricity used here in Ohio is generated from coal. One of the most environmentally costly.
It is the base
It
fuel.
is our base load and so on. There's opportunities, advantages, efficiencies of diversifying our energy production. And that's where the opportunity is in wind energy. And up to 20 or 25% of our energy portfolio by 2025 is what our goal is. And that's very doable. Each year, we need 2% more electricity.
And capturing that
all that will do
CO2
is
from the
our
coal
increase.
is not a new thing. They've been doing it for 20
Yes.
years in places like North Dakota and Montana.
Yep.
You just never hear about it,
I know.
which is kind of strange considering how much we've been paying for oil and electricity these days. Okay, lastly, can you please close us out with the most important takeaway for the viewers and people here in Champaign? What do they need to know about the Buckeye Wind Project? What if there were, if you had a few minutes and this was the top priority? What would it be? What would your message?
My message would be that our number one goal is to be a good neighbor to Champaign County and to be a member. We look at our project as being a member of Champaign County and a good neighbor in this community. We hope to bring a lot of benefit. We understand that there are some concerns out there by some residents. Some of those are based on misconceptions and misinformation. We will continue to tirelessly work to show them the facts about wind power, but I think the thing that Champaign County needs to realize is, as Mike just mentioned, there are a lot of wind turbines installed. There are a lot of communities with wind power projects in it, and they are good neighbors. The people are happy with them, and they have seen and received the benefits, both the landowners and the community residents. So what I would say is, Champaign County, continue to educate yourself, get the facts, go and visit wind power projects. That's the best way you can learn about them. Go and visit them, speak to the people in these communities, ask them how it's going. I think that the message that I will leave is, you will be pleasantly surprised. Some of the naysayers out there will be pleasantly surprised at what a good neighbor we will be. And for the rest of everybody else, go out there, learn about wind power projects by visiting towns that have it. And then I think what you're going to see is wind power can be an excellent member of the community and can really bring a lot of benefit, both economic as well as the environmental benefit. So that would be my main topic to leave with Champaign County residents. Absolutely.
How about you, Mike?
Well, any community to be
Remember, I know
successful,
where you live.
right here,
That's right.
any community that is successful, that grows there, builds on its comparative advantage. A significant comparative advantage that we've found here in Champaign County is our wind resource. And to take advantage of that can only be good for the community, good for our state, good for the nation, and it's an opportunity here to efficiently produce a product that's needed every day. There's a huge market for. Our demand grows 2% a year, every year. A product produced with wind turbines, electricity, is clean, environmentally friendly, and community friendly, and community supportive. And whether those are tax dollars or jobs or economic stimulus, this wind project is going to change Champaign County in very, very positive ways.
And the fuel is free, by the way.
And the fuel is
Fuel
free.
is
Yeah.
absolutely
And the
free.
price never goes up.
Yes.
Yeah, the wind
Wind
goes with the same thing.
electricity isn't going to be cheaper. No. But what wind energy does, and for a wind project, it is a very stable cost over time.
Right.
And we've seen here that fuel surcharge go double the price of fuel
Right.
at some periods of time. With wind energy, the price of the wind never goes up.
And it will compete very favorably both now and as time goes on.
You know, that's good. You must be reading my mic, because
Yeah,
that was my
because
next
the component
little
of fuel is free,
question.
it competes very well now, and in the future, it will continue to look better and better.
Thank you very much for both being on the program. I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you for
We
having
don't know
us.
anything from the Power Sighting Board yet. And,
let me
people
add
are
to
still filing
encourage
papers.
people to visit wind farms, but also if you can't visit, go to our website, buckeyewindproject.com, and there's a lot of information on there about all the issues that and questions that are out there in the community.
Okay. And you got a quick website? Is that,
No, that's...
Did he steal yours?
Yeah, he stole my
All
thunder.
right, all right.
That's what he does.
I thank you very much
Thank
for
you
being
for
on the
having
program.
us. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mike,
Anthony.
nice seeing you again. That's our program, and let me just say a couple of, I got to do a couple of maintenance things here. First, you can always email us at urbanaleader@hotmail.com. You can always view the television shows and business online at urbanaleader.blogspot.com. If you'd like to become a sponsor, send us an email and we'll be happy to get back to you and see how we can help you out. The idea of the show is to promote Champaign County and all the things that are in Champaign County and the people in here. So we want to be of service to you. So please send us an email. A quick update. We're seen in 39 states, 16 countries, 239 cities, and we have about 1,200 people visiting the website every month. So we're pretty excited about that. Keep coming back. Thanks a lot for watching the program.